Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be pulling some cards for you, getting a message out to you from your guides, your angels, and your ancestors. I'm going to shuffle first. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay. Spirit guides, a message for my collective that is here with me and whoever this video reaches. Okay, so the back of the deck energy is a 10 of Wands, and I feel like we had that last time as well, so we might be tapping into the same collective here. But I think you're realizing, before we were saying, you know, you have baggage that you're carrying, and maybe you weren't aware of all the baggage you were carrying, but I feel like now you definitely know what you're carrying for other people, and you're ready to gather the strength to put it down. You don't want to hold on to their own stuff anymore, and you've come to realize it very quickly, very seamlessly. It's as if things just kind of worked out for you, and information was kind of given to you without you really having to pry for it, right? And so the Hierophant, it was your first card coming out, but it's in reverse with the Sun in reverse. And so you may feel like you're not going with the status quo, you're not doing things the way other people do it. And so you may have, maybe you're going through a period where things just aren't really aligning for you properly, or maybe before it hadn't, and so you felt like things just weren't working out for you because you weren't doing things that were of the standard or of the norm, right? You deviated, you tried to pave your own path, and Spirit wants you to know that with the Four of Wands coming out and the Ten of Swords, you have endured enough pain, and now it's your time to be set in your foundation. You are set, you're ready to be celebrated, you're ready to feel like you simply belong. You're sturdy, you're ready. The four pillars, right? The four pillars of a home. This is what is coming for you, or this is the energy that Spirit wants you to focus on, because it's time for you to celebrate what you have accomplished, okay? Maybe life doesn't look exactly like how you imagined it, how other people imagined it for you, but none of that really matters, right? Because at the end of the day, you have developed so many gifts that you probably weren't expecting to develop. And you've met people that you probably weren't expecting to meet, and creating relationships with those people. And it's become very meaningful, and it's become beautiful. And so Spirit's saying like, hey, there's beauty in the perceived missed opportunities, okay? Because with the Sun in reverse, I'm seeing that maybe you're perceiving things as a missed opportunity, but really, it wasn't. It wasn't a missed opportunity. You were indecisive because you were indecisive about a situation, a person, because you needed to move forward. Spirit's saying that it was very, very important that you continued forward, and that you didn't let these past perceived missed opportunities to make you feel like you did something wrong, because you didn't do anything wrong. You did everything kind of perfectly. You did everything kind of perfectly, if Spirit could be honest with you. So let's pull out some more cards. And with the Ten of Swords, I didn't mention this. I just kind of glossed over it. Spirit is just saying you've been through enough pain. You've been through enough struggle to learn the necessary lessons, right? You don't need to go through it again. We only go through these periods of being like met with kind of the same energies over and over again to learn a certain lesson about that type of person, that type of behavior, how we respond to it, why we attract it, why we find it attractive, you know? So all those things we had to learn. And my necklace is backwards. Hold on. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so let's, okay. A 5 of Cups. So yeah, there is an opportunity that you feel like you missed out on, and it might be causing you a lot of pain right now. And I'm so sorry that you're going through that. I really am. I'm so sorry. It just seems like a very rough period for you, and it seems really heavy for you. And I think that's why Spirit wants you to know that that's not how you're meant to feel. That's not where you're meant to stay. That kind of energy is only there for you to learn the lessons that you need to learn and move forward, right? The last card coming out of that spread is the 6 of Swords, which is moving forwards no matter what, with the pain and all, everything included. You're going to carry on. You're going to make a much, much better future for yourself. It's a determined kind of energy where you're like, you know what? I've been through it. I know what this is, and I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm not going to let it deter me from where I'm going, because realistically, if it is an opportunity for me, it will align for me whether I take it right now or not. And yes, that does happen, because the universe will keep sending you opportunities over and over and over again. It's not a one opportunity that you miss and that's the end. No, that's never the case. That's really lack mindset. Understand that opportunities can come to you no matter what, especially if you manifest that. You can always manifest new opportunities. If you don't take this one, there's always going to be another one. When you're ready and the opportunity comes and everything is aligned, that's when the magic happens. It's not just when the opportunity comes in and you're not ready, right? This is why the universe has been preparing you, because they want you to be ready when this opportunity comes for actual alignment. Okay, so any perceived missed opportunities isn't actually your opportunity yet. Okay. And the Devil comes out. Why, Spirit? What is the... Okay, so you may have issues with resting. Maybe this next period of your life is asking you to calm down a little. And you're kind of addicted to the action. You're addicted to the movement. You're addicted to the constant introduction of new people, the constant flow of just new. That can become quite addictive. That can become obsessive, because it doesn't require you to build on that. You can just kind of brush it off and then pick up the next thing, right? The next opportunity. That's what I'm hearing. But know that may be like an addiction where you don't want to really plant yourself anywhere because you're afraid of rest. You don't want to rest. You feel like if you rest, you're wasting time. You feel like if you're resting, you won't get what you want. But Spirit is saying, like, no, that's a negative thought that was taught to you. Resting is just as important as action. Both are required for a balanced life, right? And so you may be, in this next chapter, your foundation is set. You may be getting a home, or you may be just staying at home more if you already have a home. But this home is going to teach you how to rest. You're going to learn, because rest is very important, guys. And I'm only telling you this because I had to learn it for myself, right? All action leads to burnout. Rest is required for a balanced lifestyle, okay? Very important. Okay, last messages for my collective through the tarot, and then we'll get into the oracles. If you've been enjoying this reading, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and hype it up too, all right? The Page of Swords comes out saying that there may be something that you weren't looking at. And yeah, it's you just constantly carrying the burdens of others and not being able to rest, feeling like you don't have the option to rest because of all the burdens you're carrying. But in actuality, if you just give those burdens back to the people that they belong to, you will have more time to yourself, and rest will seem really natural. There will be time for rest. And so it's just a Spirit's inviting you to consider rescheduling your life, because there's things that you're doing that other people could do themselves, and you don't need to do it for them. They are their own person. They're their own human being. They're fully capable, just like you are. And so it's really important to give those burdens back to them and be like, hey, I've really carried your burdens for a while, but now I need you to be able to carry your own. You know, just internally, just saying that to that person. If you can't even say that to them, you know, find a way to communicate it, because it's really important for you. I think right now you're on the verge of burnout, and you're really in your feels, and you need rest. You need to be able to rest so that you understand why your emotions are coming up the way they are, what is triggering those emotions, how can you self-soothe better so that those emotions don't hurt so intensely, right? That all comes from a period of rest, when you allow yourself to meet yourself and not constantly distract yourself with more work, okay? And Two of Pentacles, yeah. So Two of Pentacles is all about balance. So you're learning how to balance out your physical world with action and then rest, which is beautiful. Now let's get into your oracle cards. I want to do the Starseed Oracle. So I need to shuffle. Message for collective. Your inner earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Yes, you will survive this. I promise you, the universe promises you, you got this. You're going to make it through no matter what. You will. That's a promise. Okay? And lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So if you feel like you're in a predicament that is just really giving you aches and pain that you feel like you've never felt before, the universe is saying you have gone through this before and you've made it out. Remember how you made it out the first time, and make it out again, because you will. This is not where you end, you know? This is not where it stops. This is merely where you adopt a different lifestyle that is better suited for you and who you're becoming. Because a lifestyle, you know, everyone has different lifestyles because everyone lives life differently. And if you try to take advice from people that are workaholics, they're only going to tell you to work more. If you get advice from people that are unemployed, actually, I don't know what their situation is, but you get the gist, right? You have the blueprint to make it through this difficult situation. And you have come to realize that the only thing that's going to save you is by being responsible for your life alone, not other people's lives. Unless you have children, then there is some responsibility there. But your life is still so precious. Even if there is a child involved, you are so precious. Your child probably loves you so much. They see your life as precious too. Just talk to them. Like, they'll tell you they love you to death. They would do anything to make sure that you're happy. And you know, it takes us as the adults to be like, you being you makes me happy. Right? But kids will even take it upon themselves to take on that responsibility of their parents, because they're very empathetic people. They are. And so I guess I'm just saying this because I feel like there's a bit of fear, even with the Devil card. I feel like there's a bit of fear when it comes to this new chapter of your life, because you've never had the chance to experience this. But Spirit is saying that this is a gift. If your work is slowing down, it's a gift. It's for you to relax. It's good for you. We're doing it for you because it's time for you to go inwards, to focus on how you can make yourself happy and how to fill your own cup, because that's a very important skill. It is. Knowing how to take care of yourself is going to be very, very important. And I'm hearing like about partnerships, and it's true, like even in partnerships, I think it's even more important that you know yourself. I think it's more important that you're able to take care of yourself, because when you're able to do that, it takes a load off your partner, and it allows you to understand your partner better also. And you can teach them as well, you know. I think relationships are the biggest teaching moments of our lives. So our partners really reflect that kind of universal lesson that we're meant to learn some way, somehow through these people. And it's true, like for me at least, I have learned a lot of my lessons through my relationships, right? And yes, it was so hard. Yes, it like broke me in so many instances, but I never stayed broken for that long. And it sounds kind of, it sounds a little cold, but in reality, it's like relationships are here to teach us and to remind us of our wisdom. It is not to be the end all be all. It's a teaching moment. And of course there's love. Of course there's everything in between. But for you, at least in this instance, I guess I'm just saying this to motivate you a bit more into meeting yourself at a deeper level. Because when you do that, you attract a partner that gets to see that deeper side of you, and you feel more heard, and you feel more seen, and you feel understood. And that feeling of being understood can offer a lot of solace, offer a lot of safety that a lot of us may be lacking right now, feeling understood, right? And so you're learning to drop your masks, you know, and this is no shade to you, because we all wear masks. We all do this. This is not just like, oh, that person is wearing a mask. No, we all wear masks. But you're learning to drop a lot of them so that you can show up as your true self. I think you're learning to love your true self. And that's so beautiful. I'm so proud of you for that. I think that's just beautiful when people can look at themselves and be like, I love myself. Like that makes me cry when I hear that with someone else. When I see them so proud of who they are, I'm like, oh, like, good. I'm so happy that like life doesn't make you feel like you're less than, because you're not. And I'm glad you remember that. And it's a beautiful thing every time I get met with that authentic energy, because it means that they're not ashamed of themselves. They know who they are at that level, and they're not afraid to show it to people. And it motivates me to be the same way. And I know it motivates a lot of people meeting them to be that way as well. Because if we see someone in their authentic energy and they're thriving and they're doing their best, it motivates us to do that too. It inspires us, right? And so, you know, that whole energy of like, oh, they're trying to copy you, like, oh, they saw you do this and now they want to do it too. Honestly, I enjoy that. I love it when people like imitate me or like copy me, because it means that I'm inspiring them to tap into another part of themselves that they can see through me, because I am just a reflection. You know, I'm not like the pinnacle of that certain standard or whatever. I'm just an example of how authenticity can kind of show up in this world, because this is my authentic self, right? And so know that when you do that, you're going to have such a major impact on people around you. And if they start copying you, understand that you're inspiring them. You're inspiring them so hard that they're just like, you know what, I got to do exactly what they're doing because they're on some next level-ish and I want to be on that level. All right, so take it like that. Don't take it so seriously. Don't take it in a fearful way, like, oh my God, they're trying to steal my whole personality. It's like, no, hun, like you have your personality and you're simply inspiring others to step into their own personalities. Okay, so let me pull a music card for you to end this reading. Whiplash by Espa. One look given whiplash. Just close your eyes, breathe in, and visualize. Cat's gonna copy one idea, two, then the whole look, then deny it. Yeah. So people are going to start copying you. You're going to see it. You're going to see how influential you are, because people are going to start adopting a lot of your speech, your fits, your natural demeanor. Like all these things you're gonna see like kind of exuded in the people around you. And know that like even if they are copying, you are the blueprint. And so understand that they are just extremely, extremely inspired by you. And take it as that, okay? Don't take it as a negative thing, because it's beautiful when people can see that they can step up into their authentic self, right? And sometimes it does start with kind of copying mannerisms, copying dialogues, right? Like affirmations. I feel like that's like a copying of someone else's narrative, but you're using it to better your own narrative, right? So it's not necessarily copying, it's more like inspiring and changing for a better cause kind of thing. So know that you're extremely, extremely inspirational, collective. And if they start copying you, you're inspirational. You're an inspiration. All right. So that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and hype it up if you'd like. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.